we should always treat everybody on an equal footing, but it doesn't happen. And I think this tell-all book about what happened with the pool and the issues, I suppose, with some of the officers, some of the managers, the judiciary, the whole system failed the landowner. I'm glad that Peter's taken the opportunity to write this book. It's cost him a lot of money to fight this. He stood up for what he believed in from the day that it happened right to the day that the land was handed back to him in that 10-year period. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Peter Wise. He is obviously the author of this book, and it is an interesting read. So Peter, you can come and tell us all about it. Thank you.
There's some really, really serious issues in this book, and the last section of it relating to the pool, which was 11-year saga, at a cost of $250,000 to us, is an Agatha Christie type novel, you could say, but you have to follow the plot and be assured everything in the book is the absolute truth. Arbitration came in and you had one person overruling a 13-0 council decision, and I don't believe that's correct.
Peter raised the issue between the bureaucracy in the council and the elected councillors. I'd just like to raise the issue of the judiciary in Queensland and their absolute contempt for High Court decisions. You hold your fee simple land to the exclusion of all others. You revoke a person's permission to be on your land, they must leave. And that includes, in Peter's case, the swimming pool. It should have been, pardon the pun, a slam dunk. They should have been told straight away to tear the structure down. If you want to have a bit of a wade through a High Court decision, look for Sir Justice Isaac's reasons for his decision. And it tells you there very clearly, you own the air above your land, you own everything on the land, and with the exception of what the Crown has reserved to itself, you own everything under the land. So don't let anyone railroad you. Your property rights are defined by the High Court of Australia.
Mistakes were made, and even though my council, we had signed an agreement that we would accept the mistakes of the past and that we should make sure that we deal with those, that was ignored the whole 4 years that I was mayor. I love the title. This land is my land, turning the soil, exposing the dirt. And only Peter could write that. Well done. I now officially declare Peter's book officially launched.
Councillors, it is with great respect and admiration that I present to Council a signed copy of the book This Land is My Land, Turning the Soil, Exposing the Dirt. The book's author is Mr. Peter Wise, the son of late farming pioneer Mr. Frank Wise of Wise's Farm and Wise's Road, Maroochydore fame. But how many farmers could or would spend 11 years of their life and $250,000 to defend their right to declare that their land is in fact their land, and no court of law can justly extinguish that right? Although Mr. Wise was supported unanimously by all councillors of the then Maroochy Shire Council, Council's decision was not fully supported by all within Council. Peter, through the publishing of his book, hopes to alert other people as to the workings which may go on inside councils and within the court system. He also notes what he perceives to be the unfettered funds available to councils in order to fight legal battles, and questions the level of delegated authority administered by unelected council staff. Councillors, I highly recommend this book as a must-read, and I offer it to be included within Council's library system.
Rightio. Thank you.
All yours.
Well done.
Okay? For our library.